this YouTube channel. We are live for episode 10 of the Paranoia, and this has been a wonderful window. It is 1 week left of the transfer window. There's no more time left. This is this is a week where teams will be rushing to finish off some of these rumors that are left off the tick. Some of these deals are done, some of these deals are yet to be done, and we'll be reviewing the deals that are done last week. This was meant to be done. This episode was meant to be done on Friday, but I postponed it because of lack of time, and I was tight on time, those things. But before we start off, make sure you subscribe to the channel, scan that code, help us to reach 2.5k subs. We are trying to reach that target. We're on 1034 subs. Yeah, for all those who watched my rant of Man United, big up to you guys. You guys are legends. You're making the views are going up, and I appreciate you guys for that. And yeah, so before we start off, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. If you're not new to the channel, make sure you will. If you're new to if you're not new to the channel, make sure you share with your friends, family members this live stream and any other thing as well. So we start off with the intro.
Welcome to Football Overseas, your favorite sports hub where passion meets sports. Whether it's club football, international tournaments, or global leagues, we bring every game, every story, every debate straight to you. During the international break, every continent comes alive on our channel, Eurovision, all things Europe, Nations League, Euros, FIFA WC qualifiers. Goal Plus Africa, Africa's Heartbeat, AFCON, CHAN, COSAFA Cup, FIFA WC qualifiers. Libertadores Vision, South America Uncovered, Copa Libertadores, Copa America, WC qualifiers. Silk Dynasty, Asia Spotlight, Asian Cup, WC qualifiers. Harambee Stars Unleashed, everything about Kenya's national team. When club football dominates, we go deeper, United Frontline, the ultimate Man United fan experience. Echoes of Anfield, Liverpool like you've never seen it. House of Galacticos, Real Madrid Uncovered. Premier League Game Month Show, Stats, Analysis, Insights every 4 game weeks. Champions Crystal Ball, UEFA Tournaments, Club World Cup, Super Cup Predictions. Final Whistle Debate Show, the hottest sports topics debated by experts, every 6 weeks. Deal Paranoia, transfer window coverage you can't miss. And for weekly predictions? We cover everything, Premier League, Championship, FA Cup, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, League One, DStv Premiership, T20 Cricket, F1, Women's Super League, international tournaments, and much more. Why subscribe? Because we don't just show games, we predict, analyze, debate, and break the stories that matter. From transfers to tactical battles, from managerial appointments to live watch-alongs, Football Overseas gives you the edge no other channel does. This is your hub for global sports, where every match counts, every opinion matters, and every fan belongs. Subscribe, join the debate, and fuel your passion. The game doesn't wait, and neither should you.
So big up to you guys and big up to the channel. And yeah, the court is in session last week, ending closing of 21st August. Clubs have signed off of deals worth hundreds of millions of euros. And today we're not just capping them, we are judging them, feasibility, and who actually wanted it and who got played and who's going to regret some of these deals by Christmas time. Yeah, there's nobody who's safe, not your club, not my club. And let's start it off. The first thing we start off with last window, last episode, but it has been finalized. The player has been presented to the fans, and that is Rodri to Barcelona, said 6.5 million, and it is a done deal. Let me put that. Yeah, so we start off with that episode, Man City massacre. Rodri has left Man City on a permanent transfer to Barcelona. He was initially heading to Real Madrid. He rejected Real Madrid after Real Madrid was already entered the race too late, and he chose Barcelona, and Barcelona hijacked that deal. And yeah, so in terms of feasibility was always realistic once City signed Bouaddi as a like for like, and this had a clear domino in place because City had already signed Rodri's replacement with the Moroccan wonder kid who has impressed in the World Cup performance, the World Cup 2026. Yeah, so on the player side, yeah, the player is a World Cup winning Ballon d'Or midfielder walking into Barcelona's side that's building around control in midfield. On paper, this is a huge sporting upgrade in the project, if not in trophy security, because number one, Marasca City, Pep Guardiola has left, which means trophy security has ended there, and he's joining a club where there's more trophy security in La Liga. That's number one. Number two, he has already won all that's left to win in Premier League, so he needs some diversity and needs to go back to La Liga to win it with Barcelona because he hasn't had much success in Spain as he will have loved to have. Their buying club willingness, Barcelona was chasing this hard, financial, gymnastics, and all tells you exactly how badly they wanted a genuine controlled midfielder. City, City willingness, City selling one of their best pure number six the year after his injury hit season is a real story. Did Marasca actually sign off on this, or did the boardroom cash in at the right valuation? That's a question I want to ask City fans. Now the agent's angle is it is timed perfectly to maximize both on the transfer fee and the wages. Someone in that camp played that this exceptionally well. Now the question is whether Baraska is fully behind losing his best defensive midfielder anchor because I think his replacement could be an Enzo Fernandez like, yeah, maybe there, or whether whether this was a financial call above his head. But the verdict of this deal is it is Barcelona wins this transfer on paper. It is a risk for City. The risk for City is real, replacing a Rodri like level presence with Bouaddi at 100 million, especially 100 million Bouaddi. That's a lot of fee, and it is enormous bet on a talent who hasn't proven it at top level yet. He has proven it, I guess, in the UCL, but against PL top clubs, he hasn't yet proven it yet, and he hasn't had much experience yet. So that's the issue. The advice to City: don't assume like for like on reputation and price tag alone. The proof is on the pitch and not on the receipt of how much you paid for Baudi. But yeah, next is another episode where I that's so that this could be almost, but Savinho plus Momush, both stars are heading to Tottenham. Yeah, one is close to signing for Tottenham, the other is assigned for Tottenham. So feasibility, the two City squad players are heading to the same rival in one window. It's unusual, but tells you that City are actively claiming a bloated attacking group, and That is ruthless because Mamouche was always going to be in the shadows of Haaland, and Savinho did not manage to win the competition in the right wing. So he flopped there. Player side, both get guaranteed starting roles instead of rotation at City. It had clear career upgrade in terms of minutes, even if it is a step down in trophy expectation because they may not win trophy sooner or later. And buying club willingness, City going back to back for two City academy graduates of the same of two City players of the same profile, joining interest to build serious attacking depth or duplicating the same type of player twice. Selling club willingness, City are actually willing to cash in on depth while they reshape the midfield around the Rodri sell. It is logical business because he need to recoup some of that cash after splashing 100 million on Ederson and splashing another million, 100 million on the Moroccan, and they could splash another 100 million on Enzo Fernandez. So they really need to get as much cash as they need, and that will mean then more sales will actually happen. They have already sold Calford, and I see Mamouche actually heading, even though it's not a done deal, as Tottenham as Fabrizio has spotted, but this could be this is an almost done deal, and this could be completed by the end of this week, hopefully. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so that's that's uh, that's Roberto. Does Spurs head coach actually need two players with overlapping profiles, or is this recruitment set by the board chasing Man City DNA as a buzzword? So the engine angle is the same super engine network reportedly involved in both, asking on the stream whether one relationship drove both deals rather than two independent football decisions. So for City, it is good business for City. It is adjoining 50-50 for Spurs. Yeah, it could be squad defining depth, could be two players competing for the same other shirt. Our advice is City Spurs may Spurs may need to be clear on each one is starting before splashing this on a match combined player. Because I don't know who will start in that striker position because striker they have Mamouche, they have Soleki, they have Richardson. So that's plotted side. And then left wing, they plan to sign Gakpo, even though Gakpo is now looking to head to Man City, but they look to sign Gakpo. And on the right wing side, they want to sign. They have they have already signed Savinho, so it looks Savinho is already sorted there. 30 minutes are guaranteed there. Now it's about Mamouche. Yeah. Now this one, Bakola to Liverpool. This is another interesting transfer that is interesting because of number one, it's it's still almost done and it's still 75%. So parcel terms are already settled. This is now entirely about PSG accepting the number, which makes it more feasible than most almost done deals at this stage of a window. Um, yeah, PSG does need to accept a transfer bid, and it's done because PSG has already signed the replacement. Liverpool has the cash, and Liverpool could even have more cash for more bids because they're about to sell Gakpo as well, and that could fund further and a further bid. But I think since Liverpool has submitted a final bid, and it's a bid of take it and leave it kind of bid. So if PSG reject it, then Liverpool are out of this transfer. If yeah, if PSG if if PSG rejected Liverpool could be out and or try to negotiate a compensation there here and there. But if it's too far, then Liverpool are out. But if yeah, that's the same way they withdrew from the Mbaye deal as well, and now they're targeting Mitna. Yeah, playing side a move to the current to the to the def, to the previous Premier League champions for a guaranteed star billing. Yeah, it's hard to argue against on a football league level because Liverpool was a former Premier League champions before Arsenal were named Premier League champions, and yeah, playing club willingness. City, Liverpool as Liverpool are planning to sell. Liverpool has sold Curtis Jones and pushing Gakpo out of the door to fund this tells you exactly how much they want it. And this isn't half-hearted interest. This is full interest at buying the player. PSG willingness hangs entirely on whether Torres and Godts can convince them that they've already replaced the output of Bakola. Classic, we will sell if we'll feel covered situation because yes, PSG has bought the replacement, but if you're PSG, you need to feel convinced that the replacement that you bought can fully cover the output that Bakola is giving you because Bakola scored a goal in the Super Cup and that won PSG the Super Cup. So will a player like Godts and Ferran Torres replace that output in key moments, and PSG needs to be convinced of that. Engage Angol, personal terms has been locked in before the fee is yet to be agreed. Usually means the player side pushing hard for this specific deal rather than shopping it around. Yeah, and manager whether the PSG coaching staff actually wants to lose the player of this profile mid rebuild or is this being decided purely at yeah I want to ask PSG's coaching staff whether they actually want to lose a player of this profile mid rebuild or if this is being decided purely at a sporting director decision because it is strange why Bakola is being sold. Yeah. If if it goes through, I think Liverpool will win the transfer market this week outright. If PSG pull the plug in the final days, Liverpool have already sold key depth pieces to fund a deal that didn't land. And this would be joining one of the highest risk situations in the window because in the entire window because Liverpool will go from signing a very good potential player in Bakola to signing a Mitzia. And even the option B at right wing is Brighton is even rejecting bid of 60 million. So Liverpool is even in shit. They could actually go from not signing option A and option B to not signing any player on the wings. That could be a real opportunity. But yes, I have understood they've signed Victor Munoz, but he's a youngster. But you need a senior, experienced player out there as well. Another deal is this deal that is confirmed and done. And this is an example of a deal where it should be other Man United should follow. Where if you're Yeah, Rich Nandas to Al Qadsiah. Yeah, so this is confirmed done, and this one is fully sealed. He has had one flop. He has had a flop debut season at City, and it is a guaranteed money move abroad. The question openly is whether this is a career reset or a career step backwards, because disguised as a big paycheck. Because most of these players, because he was balling it in Italy. He was really balling it in Italy before he had a move to City, and he flopped at City, and now he's choosing the money of his career as well. Player side, player side is a flopped. Yeah, buying club willingness is they moved quickly. They paid the full fee for a player coming off a poor season, showing off the Arab intent to hover up unsettled European talent. And City was effectively cutting losses on a big money signing that didn't work out, using the fee to fund other businesses like the Rodri midfield replacement chain, or signing or recapping some of the businesses that they have done, like the Elliot Anderson deal or something like that. Yeah, the agent the agent did a good job getting a struggling player a big move within one season of arriving in the league is strong work by his camp, regardless of the footballing merit. It's smart business for City to recycle a flop into fresh transfer funds, especially almost recovering 90% of the transfer fee. That is good enough. And but the legitimate question for the player's long-term career is whether this is a right move at this stage. Yeah, the advice to him is don't let this become, yeah, is to not let this become the moment his career goes quietly and disappears from the conversation of European football. You should use this as a way to bounce back and to find a way how to return back to Europe in the next 2 seasons, and not just accept the money and retire there. Another player, another player that did quite well against United is Nobel Mendy to Hull City. This guy did quite well as well. He played as a centre back against United, and yeah, it's a red card feed for a newly promoted club, Ball, and already looking justified after round one. Instant impact goal on is it called no, an impressive debut weekend against a big six side, about a good start to a move as physically impossible. Hall smashing the record on this signing tells you exactly how much conviction the recruitment team had, and Rio Volcano cashing in on a strong validation on a player who's now already outperforming the fee in week one. And my verdict on this deal is it's a best value transfer of this of the window so far. Full stop. And advice to bigger clubs watching. This is what happens when you actually scout instead of chasing reputation of big names. Yes. Another thing is Cancelo to Barcelona on a free. Cancelo to Barcelona on a free. That is another transfer when analyzing. Cancelo to Barcelona on a free. This is a free transfer reunion. It actually makes sense on a paper. I'm actually tired of doing this transfer over and over again. The player comes to Barcelona, he leaves Barcelona after 2 seasons, then he comes back. This is his third return, ever since I've started this channel, and I can start counting on my season on my fingers how many times he has returned to Barcelona on on one hand. Yeah, so those are 3 times. If I'm not wrong, this could be second or third time he has returned back to Barcelona. Yes, and 2 times, one twice has been on loan. This is the third time on a free contract. Third or fourth there. Yeah. So it is a low risk, familiar environment. The player returning on a free after his career stalled at Al Hill. This is about proving that he's still a top level fullback. It is bullshit. He's not anymore. Yeah, once it sold him out, I think that's when his elite full his top level fullback ended there. Once it is sold him out, it's not about and not about the money. Buying club, uh, yeah, they are willing to getting a player of his quality is business. City fans in particular should be paying attention to this because he was a former City fan. He was a former City player, but it's sad how down his career has gone down, down, down ever since he has left City. Yeah. For Barcelona, it's a zero risk move for Barcelona. If he performs, it can be one of the smartest low cost signings of the summer. If he doesn't, they have lost nothing but a squad player, but a squad number really. Now these are rapid. Now these are rapid fire verdicts. Bouaddi to Man City, 100 million. The winner is Man City. If he delivers, it will be Man City. The winner is real regardless. It's a massive fee for an proven midfielder who's not proven yet for many seasons at top level beyond that's League One as well. Godts plus Ferran Torres to PSG. Winner is PSG. This is smart preemptive cover before losing Bacola. Fred to Atlético now. The winner is Fred. Homecoming, not a football gamble. Yeah. And then Badiashile to Napoli on loan. The winner is both sides. The reset for the player and a low risk cover for Napoli. Curtis Jones to Inter Milan. The winner is Inter on value. Risk is Liverpool if Bacola money isn't fully replaced by the end of the window. What I mean by is it fully replaced? They have to find replacement on the wings, and that could really hurt Liverpool if they don't find a winger, uh, a late winger to play on those wings this season. Yeah. Viscero to Juventus, loan plus option to buy. The winner is Viscero. It's a joining homecoming story. Is going back to his nation, homeland, Italy. Elvadi to Leeds. It is F and spectacular. Solid is a solid championship tested experience for our newly promoted defense. He has also played in Germany once in his career as well. Mm, Awoniyi to Coventry City. This is sensible, regular football over bench warming as well. He's going from warming the bench to playing for one of the promoted side. Watkins to Halial almost done. Is it adjoining prime year's exit, or is it one of the big money regrets in the making? Because I'm sure big clubs will have loved to have Watkins as a backup striker, especially City after they're about to sell or to sell off Haaland. But again, to sell off not Haaland, my bad, but to sell off Mamouche. So you will want a backup to Haaland. But again, who I don't think anyone can back up Haaland because so far when City assigned a backup to Haaland, the fall failed or didn't want to be in his shadow. But again, Haaland is not as good as Mbappe. So yeah. So Watkins to Halial, yeah, a player who once looked like a genuine Arsenal starter is now heading to Saudi via Italy, Turkey and Italy links. What does that career arc tells you? Because he did a lot for Arsenal and now that's shipping him off. So without any remorse, yeah. And Isco and Otara to his pitch. This is bold. Promoted club backing itself hard in one window. It'll live or die by these two transfers. Yeah. Manokone to Man United. That's Man United. That's yeah. So Manokone to Man United is it is a dead deal. When I was preparing for this deal, it was 50-50 before they signed Beleba, but now after this episode, it will be a dead deal. Zaxi to East Syria is on loan 70%. It is entirely dependent on Juventus solving the Jonathan David situation first. It's a domino deal in Atlantic sense. Enzo Fernandez to Man City. Yeah, is this a genius Rodri replacement or a definition of overpaying for reputation? Because why are you paying 120 million for Enzo Fernandez? Yes, I understand Enzo Fernandez has a lot of years left in contract, but is he really worth 120 million? Or maybe Chelsea does want to recoup back the amount of fee that they paid for him because the same fee that Chelsea paid for Enzo Fernandez, that 120 million as well. So Gakpo to Tottenham. If this lands alongside Savinho and Mamus, Spurs will have three former City linked with attackers in one window, in one squad, because Gakpo is linked to Man City, but Man City is let entry into this Gakpo race. I think Man City's name could be floated by the agents to try to pressure Tottenham to buy, to put up a bid or to do something to sort out the deal quickly. Now, yeah, now, yeah. Right. This is where you come in. I want every fan base represented in the comments right now. Liverpool fans, if is Bakola deal actually happening? Is Bakola deal actually happening, or are you getting stung by City by PSG for a month? Because I really want to know. Because the deadline day is about to happen on 1st of September, and that is on a Tuesday, and it's a week left. Are you really going to get Bakola? Yes. Man City fans, they do just weaken your own midfield to fund 100 million gamble. Not two gambles, but around three gambles there on 100 million, splashing 300 millions. Yeah, and you took away guaranteed Rodri for those three gambles. So that's a bit risky on financial side, but again, I guess money talks. Spurs fans, are Savinho and Mamouche actually going to start together, or is one of them going to be a bench player by October? United, my fans, United fans, after Hull City loss, do you even trust this recruitment department to buy us a left back or anyone else? Arsenal fans, explain the Martinelli deal to me and why Arsenal wants to sell Martinelli to Al Hilal. Explain it. And the comment section is open. You can defend your club if or someone else, but there's yeah. So I think you can let me know in the chat. I'll leave that in the chat. Yeah. But from my side, that's a verdict from us. Some of these clubs have nailed their businesses to the top notch. Some of them are about to find out the hard way. The deadline there is days away, so you can drop your predictions for what still left to happen. Subscribe so you don't miss the final day coverage, and I'll see you for the next one. This is Football Overseas. This is the coach adjoined for the next session. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you guys next time. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you like the channel, like the stream, also comment down your thoughts, everything. If you're all, if you're a returning viewer, make sure you share with your friends, let them know. Yeah, and subscribe with other accounts as well if you have other accounts as well. So